passed about 3 years ago. Came to meet Stacey through Helping Parents Heal. That's how I found out about her. And I was just at a point where just spiritually, I just had no direction. I didn't really know what to do with myself spiritually anymore. At the very beginning, she said, "Oh, I see a young man here," and he threw a basketball across because he was a basketball player. That was his biggest passion in life. He loved basketball. So of course he comes in throwing a basketball. Stacey saw he had a Lakers jersey. He have a couple of Lakers jerseys hanging up in his bedroom. So I was able to validate that. And he said that he's still playing basketball. As a matter of fact, he's playing at a professional level. And then Stacey said she was hearing a song that goes, "Life is a highway." Wait, that's Cars. That's his favorite movie. Stacey said, "I see another young man here," and I immediately knew that was my brother. And she said that she could see a highway and she was feeling like there was something like a sudden impact. And I said, yes, that was my brother, and he had passed tragically on the highway. My grandma came in, and Stacey, you probably don't even remember this, but you said you were hearing the name Anya. And I said, my grandma's name is Aya. And so that was just, really special. And then lastly, my dad came through. So this part was just, it really was the whole thing was mind boggling. Stacey said she was in some kind of ethnic area, and she said, I see this older man and he's dressed in this regal traditional attire, because I'm from Africa and my dad was the chief of his town in Africa. I had been writing a short story series about my life growing up in Africa. The traditional regal Africa, that's the way that my dad looked to her, and that's the way that I described it in my short stories. And that's the way he looked in real life when he wore his Tiffany traditional wear.
He wants you to come back to you, your true self, your childlike self, and feel that girl and know who she is for this path forward. And it's just such a beautiful path.
Stacey, you've been amazing, and really, you're so gracious with your time and your gift. So thank you for even getting me this far.
Well, I would say thank you, but thanks, Spirit.